And this record was about redemption, because that's what I needed to do as a person, and also as Marilyn Manson, as an artist, that I had to redeem myself and take things back to where they're supposed to be. I just wanted to make an album that I would like to listen to, just put on, and I didn't want to make a record like the past two records in particular, and not because I don't like the past two records, but because I feel like the past two records, you know, Eat Me, Drink Me was me being personal for the first time, and then High End of Low is a very sad record, and it was necessary to happen for me as a human being. I had to write it, or you know, I might not be here, who knows? You know, I'm not a suicidal person, but I could have, you know, just crumbled and just decided never to want to do anything, let alone live. In fact, I almost lost the desire to be suicidal. You know, that's the lack of ambition I had. And it was because I was too wrapped up and too concerned about other people's feelings about me. And I don't even mean the public who doesn't know me, I mean people that know me. So you have to think about it. I spent the past, you know, decade of my life getting on stage and expressing my most deepest feelings, and a lot of people don't really think about it that way, that I'm a person who has certain intimacy walls that it's difficult for me to say what I want to say. So that's why you become an artist, so you can say it in that way. And I sort of lost track of that, in a sense. A Born Villain was the perfect title for this record, simply because it's just, this is the way I am. And then it becomes a question of nature and nurture. Are people raised to be a villain or vilified or a pariah, like I have become, you know, at times consciously, other times against my will. When it comes to things like Columbine and things like that. Well, simply because they didn't like my music. Now, if they had liked my music, that would have been different. In fact, I think that I have, to my blame or credit, whichever way you want to look at it, more school shootings than any person in the history of music. You know, I think that there should be some sort of Grammy or something for that. I don't know. I'm not making light of what happened, but if people are worried about what my music does, why are they worried about what I would do? And that's my big thing on this record. I think everything on this record is an implied threat. I'm very satisfied and happy with being in control of my life. I think that's the key. Anyone who's unhappy usually doesn't feel like they're in control of their life. And of course, a tortured artist is almost redundant to say, but I'm not into being a masochist despite all the scars I have to show, emotional and physical. I'm simply into trying to enjoy doing what I do, because otherwise there's no point in doing it. I got no reflection.